All right, bro. I sat myself down in this chair literally 1 month ago earlier and literally just spewed out my thoughts of what is going on in my life currently, what I'm trying to pursue. Uh, I haven't released any of these videos or shown anything. I try to keep my story as private as possible. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know, bro. I just want to get some things off my chest. It's been like a month and 1 day exactly from when I made my last video on here, and just want to kind of talk to myself and maybe use this as future aspirations and motivation, and just show where I'm at right now with literally nothing going on, bro. I've stopped taking so many shifts at my job, bro, and I've really started to try to push through for this trading shit to work, but I think that this is also hindering me in some way because I'm trying to rush my journey. And a month ago today, like a month ago when I made that video, I just passed my first funded account. I struggled through it most of September. I can pull up like maybe my stats of what happened to the account, but it's blown now, bro. And that was a real fucking wake up call to myself. I would lose 2 trades in a row, and then I'd fucking hop back in. I'd get like a $1,200 day, and then I'd think I was fucking back on the account, bro. And it was really tough. It was really tough on me, honestly. It's not even letting me pull up the fucking analytics for the account because it's just blown. Yeah, but I literally was trading that account. I struggled through it. I literally had it back up after having it at like $500 from blowing it to putting it back up into the positive. I put it up to like $5,100 or $51,000. I was 2 days away from taking a payout, and I would have taken a payout if I didn't let my fucking psychology get the best of me. And I think that really is eating away at me now, knowing that I'm training with my other friend. He's on a funded account and I'm not, you know. I think that really speaking this out will hopefully give me the fucking wake up, bro. I'm really trying to make this trading shit work, but it's not gonna work on my timeline. It's gonna work on when God wants me to have that, and it's not for me to decide, bro. Really, I had it at that amount, and then what did I do? I tried to trade on Friday. I fucking bailed out early because I thought I was gonna lose the trade. It was in drawdown for most of the trade, and then what do? I tighten up the stop loss. Would never hit the fucking stop loss that I had, and then it hits the shortened out stop loss that I put. It takes me out for like $300. What do I see next? I see the trade fully play out until TP. It would have been another $1,200 day. Fucking boom, 200 bucks, and then boom, the next week on Monday, Monday I don't trade because it's no news Monday, and I stayed disciplined. And then on Tuesday, what do? I take a trade. I see a TikTok that says, "Oh, if you traded today, you're a fucking retard. You're a sped, bro. We had Powell speaking, we had Trump speaking. What are you doing? You're on the spectrum if you traded today." I saw a good setup. I thought it was good. It was in drawdown. I panicked and I put the take profit right to break even. I lost like $14 on the day. Okay, cool, break even day. If I didn't move that to break even and I just held the trade, and like I knew I should have, no emotions in the trade, I would have made another $1,200, and that would have been my payout that I needed. Now that would have been like $2,000 Canadian hitting my bank account. That would have been my first payout. And then what do? I go on to lose more and more trades. I lost 4 trades in a row after that point with my psychology thinking, you know, I'm gonna make this money back. Boom. Tried to make it back. Didn't take A+ setups. Didn't wait for them. And then boom, I blew the account, bro. That was devastating. I remember that day last Friday. I literally blew the account and then had to go into fucking work, bro. And that really pissed me off. Like, I was not in a good mood at all that day. And bro, it was crushing. Absolutely crushing for me, bro. I remember buying the new fucking funded account, being non-verbal on the Discord call with my boy. Like, I was in a state of fucking disarray that day, bro. And I really think that, you know, to be in this shit, you have to have no emotion. You can't really show emotion to this fucking market, bro, because it's gonna eat you up alive when you take those losses, and then if you get a big win, then you're over the top. You're euphoric. You have to become numb, bro. I bought a new funded account, and then today, what did I do? I thought it was a great trading day. We were chopping in a range, and I still took a trade. And then boom, I lost $1,000 on the eval. I got another trade to full port before I fucking lose this account too, and then I gotta pay the reset fee. And because I'm not taking many shifts at my job, I'm not making that money, bro. And I really was reliant on that $2,000 payout that I had already put into my mind that I was going to get. And that was the wrong decision, bro. That was really the wrong decision, you know. And I don't want to take more shifts at this job. I really want this shit to work out. And I do have money saved up. It's not like I'm gonna go fucking broke off of this, bro. There's many people that are in way worse situations than I am. And I really think that, you know, I can come back from this, bro. I just have to realize that it was a, you know, psychological issue with myself right now today. And you know, I tried going to the gym today. It was closed because it's a fucking holiday here. Pissed me off some more, you know. You really have to have like an ironclad psychology, bro. And I really was like just thinking of, you know, what I can say on here and get off my chest, really. And it's, you know, you're gonna be on your own timeline, bro. You see everybody else on social media. You scroll through. You know, you get fucking emotional when you see that shit, and you're like, bro, why am I not winning at this point? Like, what happens if I don't start winning soon? What happens, bro? What am I gonna do? You know, I have to take a step back, bro. I have to take a step back and say, you know, if I look forward a year from now, 2 years from now, bro, I'm gonna be looking back on these videos and I'm gonna be fucking laughing, bro. I'm gonna be laughing. But I need to in this moment realize that, you know, there was something that I did wrong in this moment in time, and I need to fix it to be able to get to that point. If I want to be looking back a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, fucking accomplishing everything that I thought I could. And, you know, it really is just like a solo journey with this shit, bro. Like, you know, I sat back this year, bro. I turned down jobs. My family is telling me, you know, yo, what are you doing? Like, are you not wanting to make money this summer? Like, why aren't you taking this really good job, this desk job, office job that's like, you know, 9 to 5 clock in time? I'm like, I can stay at this minimum wage job, and I can choose my own hours, you know? I really want to choose my own hours. I want to be able to do this shit on my own timeline. And I think that's what traders really want to do. They want to be on their own timeline, on their own schedule. This job works with that. And, you know, it was part of my plan to be able to just work this job, learn this fucking skill, and then once I have this skill mastered down, I won't even have to go into that job. I won't even have to think about a 9 to 5 job. But, you know, your parents don't think like that. They think like, you know, it's traditional. You know, like, oh, why is he turning down this great job? You know, his uncle helped him get it. He was set up to go and be in like this fucking this policing job, bro. And I was like really ready for it. And then I was like, hold on, is this like really what I want to be doing? Like, do I want to set myself up for another summer of working? Because at this point, for the last couple summers, I'd taken these jobs and I just fucking hated it. I hated it. It was terrible, bro. You had to clock in with his boss. You had to be there for most of your day. It was pointless, useless almost. It was useless work. And it was just mind-numbing, bro. And I chose to just go and take this job that I'd been doing for the last 4 years and turn this one away. And, you know, that was a big leap for me. I literally, one day I remember in April, I was like, bro, what if I really gave this shit a shot? Like, what if I actually took the time and initiative and put it in? And bro, I can go back. I can scroll through my fucking trading journal right now. I can look at every single trade I've taken since April. Like, every single one of them. And I just know at some point this shit is going to pay off. And I'm going to look back at that fucking journal. I'm going to look back at these fucking videos. And I'm going to look back at everything, bro. And people might call me crazy in the moment, bro. They don't understand. They don't understand what you're going through. And it's really a solo journey. Like, I'm doing this with my college friend. with my friend that I've been with for like the last years of my life, bro. And even him, bro. Like, we're on separate paths. We're on separate journeys. It's not going to happen at the same time, that we want it to happen at. It's going to be on God's journey if you're not tapped in and locked in with like some sort of higher power, bro. When you're on this journey and when you're doing this, it's not going to work out for you. It's just not. It's just not, bro. You have to believe that there is some timeline that is etched in stone, and that it will appear for you. And I attribute a lot of things in my life to higher power and belief. And only like this year have I really locked in with that. And I'm happy that with the progress where I'm at, even this year, bro. Like, I wake up, I do my trading, I go to the gym, and then what do? I come home, I get on the treadmill, I run fucking 5 kilometers. And I'm going to classes now in university, classes that I absolutely hate being at. I chose most of my classes to be online, asynchronous, so I can just do the work whenever I need, like whenever I can, on my own timeline and on my own schedule. I'm really trying to set my life up to be that way until I, cannot work this job anymore. Cannot go to college anymore. Whew, bro. So you can even hear it in my voice, bro. I'm getting emotional over this. I had told myself I wasn't going to do this, bro, but... Oh, man. I really got to just speak this into myself and speak this into existence, dude. It's literally that picture where you're, pushing that ball up the hill, pushing it up. You don't know when it's going to fall, bro. You have no clue. And, I know that one day that ball is just going to start fucking rolling and rolling and rolling. And then, I can tell my parents exactly, what I've been doing. I think my dad knows, but I don't. He's kind of the only one that I've really told about this shit. And he's just kind of kept it silent with my mom and my grandma. They really want me to go to school, be a teacher just like them, do the real traditional route. But I don't want to do that, bro. I've already decided for myself that I'm not going to do that. And, in my mind, if that were, like, it's never even going to be a possibility, bro. But if it ever were to be, I would be so insanely depressed, dude. Like, imagine going to work for the rest of your life, going for a salary, just being comfortable, knowing what you could have achieved, and then it's never happened. Like, bro, you'd look back on social media of all these other people who were in the same journey as you, and somebody else would have your spot. Somebody else would. It's just the truth, bro. It's just the truth. And, I thank God that he put this in my life, and that, he showed it to me last year. Even last year, I was crashing the fuck out. I still took some initiative to try to learn this fucking skill, because I was like, dude, this is not where my life is going to be going to. I need to dedicate myself to something. And I still tried to learn for like 4 or 5 months, and then it just dropped off, bro. I got lazy. I got too complacent with my life, and then beginning of this year again, bro, I picked back up. I saw TJR. I saw he was winning. I literally saw like the progression from where I saw that boot camp at, and I was like, bro, this is who I'm gonna follow. I literally took trade recaps every single day, analyzed, studied. I learned the skill, and even after you learn all this shit, it could still be your emotions that fuck you over in the end of the day. Like, even today, I took a badass trade, terrible trade, and I'm like sitting in the markets like looking, why am I taking this trade? It didn't set up with all my setup confluences. It didn't set up with the plan that I had planned out. Like, why did I take this trade? I thought so deeply. I'm like, I need to pass this account. It can't be like that, dude. You have to sit on your ass and wait for that fucking setup to present itself, bro. Or else you're gonna be like everybody else. I can pull up my Instagram right now, and I can look at the other people. They're all at fucking Western University. There's one girl I'm looking at that I fucking work with, bro. No shade to them, but they're just complacent with where they're at in life, bro. And I want better. I want better for myself. I want better for my boy. I want better for everybody, bro. But, you gotta take some initiative to be able to struggle through these hard times, to be able to get to that other point, bro. And, you know, I know God is listening to me right now. I know He is, bro. And I know He's going to come, and I know that He's going to show me the way at some point, but, you know, I have to struggle through. I have to get through these emotional times, because I'm going to look back, bro. It's literally like those TJR clips that you see, bro. He's getting emotional on the fucking camera, and then guess what? A couple years later, he's fucking having edits of him made with his fucking $1 million hypercar. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are going to call you delusional. Like, I'd call me delusional right now, too. If I was looking at this and I was like, bro, he's not making any money from this shit. He's trying to get out of his job. He's trying to get out of this good, stable career that his family wants him to go into. Bro, as a normal person, you would look crazy. Absolutely insane. I don't want to be normal, bro. I want so bad to not be normal. Oh, bro. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna do a fucking 5-kilometer run right now, and I'm gonna get these fucking tears out of my eyes, bro, because ain't no tears to be cried yet until we fucking make it, you know?